This week's episode of Comics for Fun and Profit is brought to you by toxic Star Wars fans. Who hurt you? Can't you just enjoy some Star Wars? It's an embarrassment of riches we are getting right now. I mean, there's so much Star Wars, and it's all pretty good. So can you please stop? Can you just stop with the hate? There's nothing wrong with a lot of Star Wars. A variety of Star Wars. Different types of Star Wars. Nothing wrong with it. So just sit back and enjoy, and don't be so damn picky. George Lucas would be rolling over in his grave if he knew the way you were acting right now. You should be... Oh, wait. I'm being told he's very, very much alive. George Lucas would be disgusted at the way you're acting. So please, for the love of Force sensitivity, please just enjoy all the Star Wars for what they are. More Star Wars.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week for comics releasing November the 29th and November the 30th. But before Drew and I get into one's coming out in your local comic book shops, it's coming Tuesday and Wednesday. Drew, what you got for me as this year is coming?
Yeah, I was finishing Andor, and man, that was a really good show. I really enjoyed that. And thinking, I wonder what's next? What's next? What's next up? And we had the Guardians of the Galaxy special that dropped today.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like, what's the next Star Wars Marvel show? Willow, that doesn't really count, right? That's not in that range.
Yeah.
That's might be interesting, but I don't think I read or watched the first one. So the movie back in the day. So it doesn't really hold anything for me. Let's see. What else?
You never watched Willow?
I've never seen Willow.
Wow.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Bad Batch in early January.
Bad Batch season 2 in early January. Yep.
Mando season 3 in February.
Yeah.
Along with Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. But can't remember if that animated.
Yes.
Okay. Secret Invasion is going to be in the spring.
Yep.
Star Wars Young Jedi Adventure is going to be in the spring. I'm guessing that's Emma.
Wow, I didn't realize Agatha was so far out. Agatha was sooner.
Yeah. Ironheart's in the fall. Not until the fall. Agatha's not until the winter, so that could definitely go into 2024.
Ahsoka's still TBD.
So do you think that's next year?
It's scheduled for 2023, but we just don't have any where it's going to hit.
Hey, American Born Chinese. That's that Pornsak Pidgeot Image comic I like so much.
Ah.
That's cool. That's going to be in TBD 2023. What else? Season 2 of Marvel's What If next year.
No thanks.
I still got to get through that first season.
It could come out. I just.
And then Star Wars Skeleton Crew, also animated.
Yes.
Okay. And then we got to wait till 2024 for season 2 of Andor, Daredevil, Born Again, The Marvel Zombies. Man.
Avatar's coming out. It's not really kind of and as far as the movie world is concerned.
Well, yeah, that's true. Do you think it's going to have any bang for its buck? You know, is the technology kind of caught up with it now? Is it really that impressive?
No, 3D is dead, but could still be cool.
Do you think? Have you ever watched it since seeing it in the theaters in 3D?
Yeah, once.
And? That's good?
It's not nowhere near the quote-unquote experience that it was, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, what is our next DC Flash is what? Pushed again?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Golly. I'm waiting. Yeah, I mean, I still have to see Black Adam and Wakanda, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, gotta knock those off. But yeah. You didn't finish Andor. You're gonna binge the whole thing?
I'm going to do the whole thing in one shot, maybe this weekend.
Oh man, that's 12 hours, dude.
What's your point?
It's a long sled. It's good though. I think
Yeah.
you'll like it a lot.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'd be very surprised.
Okay, so we got Shazam: Fury of the Gods here in the end of December.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Craven the Hunter in January.
Okay. Will that be Dead on Arrival like Morbius?
Very possible.
Yeah. We're not gonna have any real Spideys, right? In that.
Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp in February.
Oh, okay, good.
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom in March.
Okay, those are legit.
Guardians 3 in May.
All right.
The first part of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is in June.
Yeah.
We think The Flash will also be June, barring anything else.
Okay.
Marvels.
Oh,
The
that's
Marvels.
next year?
July 28th of 2023.
Okay.
The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the day before my birthday.
Huh, how nice.
We don't know a ton about it, but we know some stuff about it. The Xolo Morena Blue Beetle series is August, or movie is August.
Is that a real movie?
Yeah, Blue Beetle movie. Yeah.
Okay, that's not a series, right?
No. It initially meant as an HBO Max exclusive movie. A Blue Beetle movie will be hitting the big screen August 2023.
Okay.
The Madam Web show that's supposed to be Dakota Johnson.
Where's that going to be?
That's another one of those Sony Spider-Man movies, like Morbius and that stuff.
Well,
that
they're
one's
really
supposed
trying.
to be in October. The new Blade is in November.
Okay.
And then that's pretty much it that I know of for 2023. And then in 2024, we have the next Spider-Verse at the beginning of it. And then we got the new Captain America and Thunderbolts, and then Fantastic Four in 2024 and Kang in 2025. So.
Yeah, what was it that got bumped to 2026 that we were like, what the heck? Oh, Secret Wars.
Secret Wars, yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's plenty. That is plenty.
Yeah. Between Disney Plus and the movie stuff, there should be a good bit.
Yeah, we haven't been going to the movies anyway, so
yeah,
what do we care?
Exactly.
We'll watch it when we see it.
Somebody is, because Black Panther did some cash.
Well, did it do well?
Yeah, it did very well.
Nice.
So that's good to hear.
Movies are not dead. Cinemas are not dead. That's good.
Shocker.
All right, it is time to take a look at DC Connect for February releases.
Yep, December solicit for February releases.
And if we recall, this February sucks. And
typically, yeah.
And Kyle and I have had problems with the previews for the last 2 months from all of the publishers. Have been underwhelming. So, and notoriously, February is the crappiest of all months for comics. So this does not bode well. I'm worried.
And if you look at the front, we have Dawn of DC Superman with a very kid-friendly Superman on the front.
Yeah, very, very cartoony.
So Superman #1, of course, we're going to start with Joshua Williamson, art and cover by Jamal Campbell. Millions of covers. DC is just like, pick a person who wants to make a cover and they get one.
Has anyone ever drawn a Superman? You can have a cover.
Yeah. So we have Andy Kubert, Ariel Colon, Ibrahim Mustafa, Ricardo Federici, Gabriel Rodriguez, Ed Benes, Wayne Foucher, Alexander Lozano, Francesco Mattina, Nick Dragotta, Jorge Jimenez.
This is a relaunch of Superman. He's back.
He's
And
returned to Metropolis.
Return to Metropolis. New villains because Lex is in jail. Uh-oh. Spoiler. Sure that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So, I mean, if you've been looking for an excuse to read Superman, here's a good jumping place.
Yep.
Number one. And if you were reading Superman before, you will continue with Action Comics 1052. The crown jewel of Superman's new Metropolis is in ruins, and the interesting, violent Blue Earth movement is keeping the entire super family on their toes.
And then we touched on Lazarus Planet last month, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was like a prequel to Last Planet.
Yeah.
Lazarus Planet, which was all part of that Robin book that morphed into Batman versus Robin or Robin versus Batman.
Mm-hmm. And we have these two new Lazarus Planet books. One will be new characters, and one will be new villains. So we will have the first appearances, I believe, of some things.
Okay. So these were new characters.
Yep. Tim Seeley's writing one of the villain things. Joshua Williamson, Dennis Culver, A.I. Kaplan, and Alyssa Wong on some of the villain stuff. And then Ram V, Brandon Snyder, Chuck Brown, and Delilah Dawson writing Next Evolution. And again, our biggest issue is we've got 5 writers for 48 pages on a single book.
Yeah. So can we get excited for this? All this Lazarus Planet stuff?
Yeah, and it's a wonder of how much we have to check into, how much we have to be in.
Yeah. I mean, this looks like they're putting some heavy hitters on it. There's Omega has Mark Waid and Gene Young Lang on it. That's good.
Really good covers for Omega too.
Yeah. I like the standard cover. That's what that is. I'm assuming it'd be a group shot.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. And Batman v Robin, which is probably part of that. I'm guessing part of the Lazarus deal. Batman 132. I don't know if it is.
So was Batman? Yeah, Batman versus Robin was always a 5-issue series.
I don't know.
Yeah. So this is the last of that issue.
Yeah. So the Robin book morphed into this. Robin was like 14 issues, maybe 18 issues.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became Batman versus Robin, but I don't know if this is the last issue. Does it say it is?
Of Batman versus Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah, final issue, 5 of 5.
Fateful final issue, okay. And then, so does Damian get another book of his own? Because, I mean, I'm assuming by this time, Tim Drake Robin will have been canceled.
You mean everybody's favorite Robin? There's no way. I mean,
everybody's favorite Robin will have crashed.
There'll be riots in the street. True.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be around. So, we've got to have some Robin happen.
This is true. Really nice cover on Batman 132. I like that Selena Kyle cover.
Who's in the red dress?
That's Selena Kyle. You can see from the reflection in the mirror.
Oh, okay. So that's Bruce and her, and then the reflection is, duh. Yeah. Way to put those together. They're not just out floating outside in the window.
Correct.
It took me a while.
And Batman 132 does have a backup that is a Tim Drake's Hunt for Batman Continues. So here's your Tim Drake.
There you go. Get the 3rd issue of Riddler Year 1.
4th issue of Batman and the Joker. That's of that. Batman and the Joker 7-issue series. Riddler Year 1 6-issue series. I read that. It was pretty to look at. Batman One Bad Day, Clayface.
Clayface gets a book, a one shot. That's kind of nice. Some Nightwings with covers Kyle can't stand.
Let's check it out. Hey, at least we get Nightwing towards the front and not just hidden in the postage stamps.
You're right. The 1 in 25 is nice.
That's exactly what I was thinking. The 1 in 25 is my favorite.
Vasco Georgiev. Not familiar with that person. but it's a nice cover.
Yep. They're not showing us all the... Oh, there's a backup in Nightwing now.
C.S. Pacat. Okay. Is it a... So the book's up to $4.99.
Yeah.
Non-card stock. And they're going to put a backup on it.
Yeah.
I wish it was a backup.
Nightwing 2022 annual and the Superman and Nightwing crossover. Nightwing continues to mentor Jonathan Kent in ways Dick learned from being trained by Batman.
But I wish, because in the Batman book, Zdarsky's writing the backups too.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish kind of Tom Taylor was writing the backups for Nightwing.
I completely agree.
Yeah, let him have some fun with something else that he wants to tell, and then it makes more sense because you're already buying that, but you're getting C.S. Pacat, who you're not really signed up for, Poison Ivy, I kind of thought that was over. In the last issue was like, oh, that's pretty good. You could kind of call it a series at that point, but it must be doing so well they're gonna keep going.
There you go.
Or they always planned this, and I just didn't pay attention.
Detective 1069.
Still
also
around
a Cy Spurrier backup.
Yeah. Failsafe gets collected, I'm guessing. Is that what that is? Yeah.
Yep. Batman 125 through 130.
Yeah. So you haven't read that, right? You don't know who Failsafe is?
No.
Okay. I won't tell you.
Batman and Spawn. Retread. Static Shadows of Dakota #1. Static is back. That's all you need to know.
And all the milestones are relaunched again? Already?
So 96-page one-shot.
That's what the Static is?
Oh, sorry. I went down to milestone. My
bad.
Then
there's another icon #1.
Icon versus Hardwire.
These are not one shots, right? These are just five issue series.
Yeah, I was gonna say Icon versus Hardwire is a 5-issue series.
So it's Static.
Yeah.
DC RWBY. I don't understand what that is.
Ruby, it's a series, a Rooster Teeth series.
I'm gonna do
Marguerite
a movie
Bennett writing
adaptation.
it. That's cool. Yeah.
Zach Levi is writing the Shazam adaptation.
That's cool.
Also, is
actually the actors are writing theirs, so all of the actual Fury of the Gods characters are writing theirs.
That's weird.
As written by the actors who play them. The 96-page giant feature stories starring all of your favorite Shazam characters as written by the actors who play them. Actor Zachary Levi takes the reins on writing Shazam, Adam Brody, Ross Butler, blah, 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 blah. So all that stuff.
For their Shazamily superheroes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What if they don't want to write? They does Tim Seeley give them a?
Then there will be a DC executive helping hold their pen.
Yeah, I just wondered. Okay, the Swamp Thing Green Hell #2 looks like that's a Constantine appearance, and Constantine looks old.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a haggard Constantine.
That's an old
decrepit. They literally describe him as decrepit.
Man, looks good though. finish. Oh yeah, we've collected Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, and Task Force Z, and the second DC Vampires versus Vampires.
Scott Snyder and Jocks, Batman Who Laughs, Deluxe Edition. Facsimile of the first appearance of Shazam and Wiz Comics from 1940.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's not a DC book though, right?
I mean, eventually Shazam became, but yeah, I don't think initially it was. Wiz Comics.
Yeah, was there like Captain Marvel copyright issues, and that's why it's Shazam and the whole thing? Yeah.
They're coming up with a new DC animated movie based on this Mike Mignola Batman the Doom That Came to Gotham book. So they're re-releasing the new edition of that in soft cover for $17.
Oh, it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
He wrote that book. Okay.
Collects Batman the Doom That Came to Gotham 1 through 3.
And then we've got Batgirls 15, Bat Inc. 5, Gotham Knights Goated City 5.
World's Finest, Audio Adventures, Black Adam.
Audio Adventures still going. Beyond the White Knight. Gotta be coming close to the end. When is that? 8 of... I can't read it. So tiny, the print. Blue Beetle. We got a Catwoman, 52. GCPD, The Blue Wall. And War of the Undead Gods number 7 of 8. Is that right? And Gotham City year 1.
So where is Souza Miyake doing covers? Is she anywhere?
Maybe. There's all these little tiny postage stamps. I can't tell.
Temple Smith's doing a variant on Gotham Knights Gilded City.
You spell Souza Miyake. Is it S-E-Z-O?
These are great questions.
Souza? If it's S-O-Z, there's none in the whole book.
Yeah.
I think it's S-O-Z.
That would be dumb.
Yeah, it needs a break, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but dang, I miss him.
But yeah, this is a good page here. 38 double page spread is got the Blue Wall 5, Deceased, War of the Undead Gods. It's got Sergeant Rock. It's got Gotham City year 1. So I'm reading half of those 8 offerings. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for me. Then as we move on, my hit percentage goes way down on the other pages. I might like Dead Boy Detectives. I'll probably sample that first issue. There's Human Target 12. That's the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tim Drake Robin, number 6. The world's favorite Robin. It does not say it's a one of whatever. It's still going to say it's an ongoing. No way. No way.
Yeah, the first thing in the solicit is the final showdown, but it's an ongoing.
Yeah. There's a bunch of collected editions. Good for them. Oh, they're doing facsimile wall art now. Illuminated classic comic cover wall poster lights for Detective 27, Action 1, Batman 1.
$120 pop.
What's the first Robin? Guess. 119.
It's not first Robin, but
what is the
Ra's al Ghul?
It's just the two on the cover together, I guess. Why is the significance of that one? Oh, is that what you said? It's first Raj Al Ghul?
I think so.
Oh, okay. And Titans, which I'm a season and a half behind on that one. I need to catch up. All right, Kyle, what's your verdict? Guess it kind of hinges on Lazarus
Yeah.
Planet, right? And what you think of that.
And if you're in for a penny in for a pound on all that.
Yeah. Because if you take that out of the equation,
you still got a Superman #1, and there are Superman people in this world.
Yes, you're right. That is a big deal. That is a big deal. So it's not thin for February. So we'll just have to see how it does. Hope it does well. The good folks at Comics for Fun and Profit have been doing 2 episodes a week for quite some time now, and it's all thanks to, first of all, Jason, and second of all, our patrons who allow us to add the space on our server, broadcast more, store more, share more with you, the listeners. I'm envious of those of you who have unlimited storage and media server capabilities. We pay for ours here at the C4FAP. It ain't cheap. We thank you so much for those of you who go to patreon.com/comicsfunprofit and contribute at any level to say thanks, to say, I want to be a part of your Slack channel conversations. I want to get exclusives. I want to get early access. I want to get ad-free access. I want to get swag. I want to get some free stuff. Whatever your reasoning is, we appreciate it at any level because it does make a difference. So from the bottom of Kyle and I and Jason's heart, thank you for contributing. All right, Kyle. How did our friends at...
No longer our friends.
How did our former friends...
Nah, we're just going to look at a random top 10 list. We don't know where it's from because it doesn't come out in time.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that we look at now. Not by anybody.
We have no feelings for them at all.
We have no feelings whatsoever.
But if
we
you
feel let down, I mean, that's for sure.
So the good folks at CBSI.
I'll listen to you. What are you doing?
How
are you doing?
They did compile it for us. That was nice.
No, they didn't. This is an old one.
Well, I mean, it is Black Friday. It's the holiday weekend. I mean, a lot of people took the day off.
Holiday. I believe I schlepped to work this morning.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here with you.
At rank #1, we have Garbage Pail Kids Origins. #2, the Clayton Crane variant limited to 200. That is your mind-controlled Mike cover. That is a really cool cover. Once again, we'll refrain from any of the controversy. Not my monkey, not my circus. Crane fired back at his critics with this cover, though.
I don't get it what that means. Like, how did he fire back?
I think he's just a cute. I don't know.
Who is Mike? Like, is Mike a specific person, or is he like the Twitterverse?
It was Mike, the guy that ran Bad Idea, that he stole the wife and all that stuff.
Oh man, that would be mean.
Yeah.
Don't punch down, dude. That's terrible.
Who knows? At rank 2, we have Spectre, #54 from 1997. This book is already a $80 to $100 raw book. James Gunn is the crane operator, and we are the toy aliens following what he does. Ooh. This week, he teased a Mr. Terrific project, but the ink has barely even dried on his DC contract at this point, so expectations should be tempered. This is the greatest news of all time here, Drew. This is my favorite news I've heard for a long time.
Okay.
At rank 3, we have Amazing Spider-Man #4. That's my boy Dan Slott. 9.8s it up, are 250 to 300, up from the prior 200 to 225. After Sony announced a Silk show is in the works, will be on MGM Plus.
What is the hell
Amazon
is MGM
Prime
Plus?
Internationally. Not putting it on Amazon Prime will probably not be good for it, though. No. So I love that we're getting a Silk show. I'm hoping we end up with it on somewhere other than where.
thought MGM movies were in. Okay, so Amazon owns MGM.
Yeah.
Okay, and they've. Why would they? Why would Amazon Prime have another streaming service?
Yeah.
What is who subscribes to MGM Plus?
Yeah. I don't know.
Nobody. No,
I will
I
simply.
defy any of our listeners to tell me that they are MGM Plus subscribers. I can't even imagine what would be on that. Couple old movies, some James Bond stuff.
Yeah, maybe a couple weird little things, but who knows? I will be spoofing myself to say I'm an international person, and I will be watching it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, you will be VPNing that?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. So it used to be Epix, and Epix has. So if you're an Epix subscriber, you will become an MGM Plus subscriber in January of 23. So next month, next month and a half. That's okay. Epix.
Still
Epix
not good.
Epix is not the greatest of the streamers.
No.
Then I don't. I was like a
name was
channel.
not the issue.
That was like it was. It went HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, Stars, and then Epix was number 5 in the movie cable channel. So it was like the 5th best movie cable channel back in the day when people had cable. So I can't imagine. No.
Anybody cares? No, correct.
No.
Nobody cares.
And I will give you. It could be Star. You can flip Stars and Cinemax. Whichever one you want in that order. But you can't go. It's got to go HBO Showtime, right?
Yes.
HBO Showtime, and then your choice of Skinemax or Stars, but then Epix is definitely 5th.
There you go.
Was 5th. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I love Soak. Love that they're doing something with it.
Yeah.
We're hoping that they zig instead of zag.
Hey, what if you don't care if it's an international sensation? Your book's just going to go up through the roof. Your 15 copies of her first appearance.
Yeah.
Or whatever you have over there in your hoard cave.
At rank 4, we have White Tiger #1. This is a weird Marvel book. $20 to $30 for Raw and 9.8 selling for $300. Blast from the past, where all the crappy specker clickbait sites throw out a rumor. In this case, Jen Ortega playing White Tiger, and then they all report it. So it looks like maybe it's fact. So who knows? We'll see.
Cool.
Incredible Hulk 377 third print, Drew. Yes, there was only one sale, but when a book is this rare, a 9.8 is sold, hasn't sold since 2020.
Ooh,
you won't see many sales. A 50% increase since the last 9.8, as it sold for $3,000.
I mean, that's great, but we've talked about these subsequent print rarities.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new thing where the people are seeking them out for their rarity.
Yeah.
Is it going to always be there? I don't know.
At rank 6, we have Blade, Vampire Nation #1, the Dell'Otto 1 in 25. It's up to about $30 to $50. Dell'Otto gets tension on virtually any cover he does, whether it's his best or not. I do hope his boots and pants were treated, or that blood will stain them badly.
This was a Drew pick, but not this one.
Correct.
So, yeah. I went with
At rank 7,
regular.
Sonic the Hedgehog and Tails, 30th Anniversary Special #1, the 1 in 10. 1 in 10 is going for $15 to $25. This one is a just fun cover, but doesn't look to be extremely limited at the moment, at least in comparison to other recent Sonic variants.
Yeah,
Star
Sonic
Wars
surprises me how it continues to be so collectible.
Yeah, Sega kids, man. Star Wars Hidden Empire #1, the Art Adams 1 in 50 is a $50 to $60 book. Thought this was just another Todd Knock floating head variant, but at least Maul has his neck and shoulders. That's all we have to say about this one. Love Maul, not my favorite Maul cover.
Now, is this
Go for it.
the dead Power Ranger, the same guy that played Darth Maul in the movie?
No.
Different Power Ranger? Or different person?
Different person.
So it wasn't the same? It wasn't a Power Ranger that played Darth Maul?
No.
Huh. Why did I
Ray
think that?
Park played Dark Maul.
Okay.
Jason David Frank is the Green Power Ranger.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound similar.
Nope.
Well,
I mean,
anyway.
they both do cartwheels and fun stuff, but yeah.
That was it. They both do cartwheels.
Gru the Wanderer, number 7 at rank 9. Multiple 9.8 exceeded the all-time high, which is $220. Don't know a whole lot about the series or this first appearance of a Shakal, but someone must be interested in this book now. Amazing Spider-Man $7.99, the second print, over $20. Ugh. This is one character that was so overprinted that they had to overprint the second print as well. Comic-Con has this one at like 12,000 copies. So it will never be scarce. But I have one.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think I do too.
Young Allies number 6, the Art Adams 1 in 15 variant. Over $700. Yow, this one's a tough one to find. But $700 for 1 in 15 is a darn big price.
Yeah, what is this from? Do we even know?
It's an old Marvel book.
Yeah, strange.
Adventures of Rex the Wonder Dog, another honorable mention here. This book, a book that doesn't come up for sale in any grade very often, and a 4.0 sold for $1,000. Let go of that tree and let the dog take you.
I don't get that one.
Well, the thing I do get is our FOC list, Drew.
Yes.
You and I like to comb through the FOC and check out a few things that are coming out in a few weeks, make some adjustments to our order, see some final art, make some picks, make some more educated picks now that some time has gone by. I get this awesome list and Excel spreadsheet from our good friends at Cowbunga Comics and Deep Discount Comics that helps me do my orders for FOC.
Oh, we are getting dominated by Action Comics 1050.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just about to say.
Holy smokes, there's a lot of these covers. It's a $7 book. Some great covers. I don't know how you would pick. There's so many good ones.
The Alex Ross homage to the original Action.
Yeah,
number 1.
That's good.
That's the standout. Dell'Otto with Batman's a great one.
But unfortunately, they did a foil of that Alex Ross too, so
yeah,
kind of dilutes it. I mean, there's so many great covers here, and there's a Jim Lee 1 in 1,050 sketch, which is
there's the trading card variants.
Yeah, like I can't choose.
Crazy.
Too many. Batman 131 gets several covers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Quesada doing a cardstock variant. Art Germ doing a great one. Man, doing what, half a dozen, 7 different covers for Batman 131 too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, a lot of heat on this book. Man, I'd love to know sales. Wish I knew sales numbers. Yeah. They must be really solid to be able to support that many books and that many covers and 1 in 100s each and every month. When's the last time Batman was doing 1 in 100s regularly for just like a random issue? It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Batman One Bad Day, Catwoman number 1, having some really good Catwoman covers as well.
Yeah, they're giving her plenty of covers. She's got a lot of books recently. Yeah. Didn't she have like an 80th anniversary recently and some other things?
Mm-hmm.
Annuals. So she's had a lot of exposure.
Batman Urban Legends 23.
The cover B, that Jamal Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Like an old Nightwing poster.
I do like that. I very much like that on Urban Legends 23.
The Dark Knights of Steel, number 9. Those are some nice covers.
Love the Lucio Parrillo 1 in 25.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Another great Francesco Francavilla Sergeant Rock cover.
Yeah, Francovilla's that's impressive.
Oh, and then the Filia Brodekin cardstock cover for DC versus Vampires number 12.
I call them the Where's Waldo covers.
Yeah, they're really great. He cranks one out every so often. It must take him a while to do it because we don't get him every month.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun original art tone.
Still very weirded out by this Detective 1067 1 in 25 Colleen Doran cardstock variant.
Yeah.
That has just Batman backstroking in a lily pond.
That's so strange, right?
For no real reason. I wonder if there's context, but I somehow doubt it.
So we must have seen this in a DC Connect. I do remember this one.
Yeah. So many DC books, man. It's just crazy.
It's packed. It is packed. And this is a well, okay, this is not I was thinking this was an end of the month thing, but it's not. That'll be our sneak peek coming up later.
Yeah. Harley Quinn 25, the Matina cardstock variant that has Harley in the metal helmet, cage helmet. Ugh.
Is that amazing.
Her? Okay. Yeah, that's a Harley book.
Okay.
That's phenomenal. It's worth $1.
What is the impetus for that cover design? It's amazing. To get a John Stewart Green Lantern book, that's a one shot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give Tim Drake an ongoing, but we won't give John Stewart even a 5-issue series.
Dustin Nguyen's 1 in 25 cover, Joker the Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 4, with him with the crowbar just silhouetted. That is good stuff.
Oh, okay. What's he doing with that crowbar, you think?
What you gonna do with that bar? Put that down. What you gonna do with that?
What are you doing with that, man? Nothing good. Nice house on the lake finishes up. That doesn't bode well.
So many people are gonna die.
Not gonna be a happy ending. Some gorgeous Poison Ivy covers.
Frozen, baby.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Rose Besh punchline cover is really cool. I like that. Derek Chu's punchline cover is very cool.
Oh, we get the second Riddler Year 1, number 2. It's another Sienkiewicz cover. Great Sienkiewicz cover. That's fun. Kent Williams is pretty good, too. Ooh, we're going to launch Sandman Universe Dead Boy Detectives. I hope that's good.
Yeah.
And the first... Oh, no, that's the second printing of Green Hill. Swamp Thing's Green Hill. We definitely need a second issue of that soon, I hope.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, just perusing the Dead Boy Detective covers.
There's your Tim Drake Robin Dan Mora homage.
Ah, yes. Love it so friggin' much. Can I pick it again?
Yeah.
It's just not the same.
Mm-mm.
But
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's slide on over to Image and see what they've got for us for FOC. We're getting the final issue of Deadliest Bouquet. Looking forward to that one. Hitomi hits 3. Oh, we got a second printing for I Hate Fairyland #1 already. Multiple. No, that's issue 2 as well. So we're getting the second printing of the first issue and the second issue. Lots of, including a really cool Momoko. Love the Sean Phillips cover for Image 30th Anniversary Anthology #9. I'm not reading Junkyard Joe. Probably missed out on that one.
Neat covers, though.
Yeah, very nice. Walking Dead hits issue 53.
Yep. What's the furthest place from here? The Spawn cover is fun to look at.
Yeah, that's a good one. Why do we got so many? Oh, yeah, it's the first. Eugene and Rosita. And guy names escaping me again.
A lot of scuttlebutt and seeing a lot of things about Walking Dead coming to an end and people being sad.
Yep. The final episode happened, and I am several episodes behind, so I didn't get a chance to see it yet. So yeah, I'm hoping to. I'll be going to binge that at some point soon. There's your all new Firefly from Boom. All new Firefly Big Damn Finale #1. Along with Book of Slaughter #1. And we get a second printing for Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. Dark Horse is going to give us a Gru Gods Against Gru #1 for old school Gru fans. There's probably plenty of old school Drew fans. Breakout finishes up with
404, yeah.
Yeah, it's final issue. Witcher, is that tied into a new season or anything, you think?
Yes.
That's something I gotta watch.
I think you'd like it, but you don't have to.
It's witch killing? No?
Kind of. He kills a lot of different monsters and stuff.
Okay.
A lot of nice just hunting and jet.
Gotcha. Somebody to root for. Cool character to root for.
Very, very true.
Okay. That's cool. That's what I need. Nothing there. I'm going to head down to Marvel. Love the old school homage to the Spidey for 17. Oh, and then we get a cover that's not yet released. That's cool too.
Facsimile is the Incredible Hulk #1 before we colored him green.
Yeah. I think I like Grey Hulk. I think that worked pretty well. Should have stuck with it. Monica Rambeau's second issue. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur's second issue. Moon Knight at 19. with a demonized variant and a Nakayama classic homage to the first issue of the 1980 series. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh. I like that one a lot. David Nakayama, nice. Hidden Empire first issue goes to second printing. Darth Vader goes to its 30th issue, so we can do some multiple covers there.
Time to restart it.
Is it about time? It's up to 30, so might as well reboot that. Mandalorian. Have you been checking in on that series at all? I'm wondering if it's still in season 1.
Like the X-23 book from their X-Men 18, that Kasara variant.
Oh, that is nice.
I like these X-23 books.
Yeah,
covers.
She needs a new book.
Now we talked about this Star Wars Hidden Gems #1, the 25 copy incentive being on our last hot list. Here we have a second printing of that 25 copy incentive. So,
okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Julieta Romeo is Hitwoman. Is that what that says? Hitwoman? One shot from Dynamite. So Jennifer Blood spinoff? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Dynamite. It's so cheesecakey. Back half. What are we looking at here?
Bunch of the weird books.
Gun Honey's on its fourth. Third gets a second printing, but it's on its final issue of this volume, Blood for Blood. They give us a nice cosplay.
Ooh.
And a completely nude bagged variant. That's one way to do it. Forget the tease, just go straight to that. Not to be outdone by DC, and Arctic Press has its own Punchline special. Not the same character.
No.
Year Zero, Volume 0, number 3, 5. Not sure how well that's doing, that prequel. And then World War III, Raid on Tokyo. Gets a first and a second issue from Arctic Press. I always thought that was weird. Because they're on the same FOC, it doesn't mean they have to come out at the same time, right?
Normally there's a couple different weeks to release.
Yeah. All right, Kyle. What's your FOC pick?
Decision. I mean, I'm partial to my DC, my Batman and Robin cover.
Yeah.
Then I'd be picking a Tim Drake book.
you don't have to shy away if it's
which I am vehemently against. So many offerings from DC. I'd like to pick one from that stack.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there.
A lot of really good stuff.
I can tell you what I'm going to pick
All
while
right,
you're
go
looking.
for it.
And it's probably no surprise. I'm going to go with the David Nakayama homage variant for Moon Knight number 19.
Yeah, you're good. Moon Knight.
Yeah, that sucked me right back in. I love it.
And I will do the Catwoman One Bad Day. The cover B, the Jim Lee.
Okay.
Scott Williams, Alex Sinclair. I like it.
All right, sounds good.
I wanted to pick one of these darn Superman or one of these darn action comics, but I can't do it.
There's too many.
There's too many.
It's impossible. I'm trying to get back to the Catwoman. Can you tell me which one that was again?
I will indeed. It was the cover B. Yeah. Cover B, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair.
All right. Don't love it. Don't have to, I guess.
Yeah.
Not my pick.
Never once. But you do have to love our good friends at CoverPrice.com, who come up with a top 20 each and every week for our secondary market items and what's going up in the secondary market. We like to read through and see what's going on just so we can have our finger on the pulse. And let's start with a rank number 1, Omega Men number 3 from 1983. Of course, James Gunn and Jason Momoa recently mentioned of Lobo. And of course, this is Lobo's best book to pick up for all this fun stuff. 60 copies moving. High sale of $380 for CGC 9.8, $75 for fair market value on Raw. The Spectre, number 54, 1997. Back to back, we have another James Gunn related spike. Last week, Gunn shared an image of Mr. Terrific on Instagram. There was no additional info yet, but this news was enough to have people dust off Mr. Terrific's first appearance, which was in this issue from 1997. This has DC fans buzzing in anticipation. 27 copies, CGC 9.6 for $150, and fair market value of Rawls for $65. Big fan of Mr. Terrific, Drew?
I barely know that character at all.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
At rank 3, Escape from New York. Number 1, the Declan Shalvey. This is from the 2014 Boom Book. It was recently announced that 20th Century Studios will release John Carpenter's film Escape from New York. Despite pockets of market fatigue, we're still seeing comic book trends for properties whose origins never came from the comic industry. Yeah, this 2014 Boom Book was the first time the 1981 film received a comic book adaptation.
Yeah, I remember that.
14 copies moving, $25 for Raw. Sometimes you can get them for $15. White Tiger number 1, we talked about this, recently leaked and partially speculated news circulated that White Tiger will join the cast of Disney Plus's Daredevil Born Again series. Jenny Ortega, which is also unconfirmed as White Tiger. However, if White Tiger does appear, she could also potentially be played by Ava Ayala, who first appears in 2011's Avengers Academy 20. So there's a bunch of different ways White Tiger could go as well.
Okay.
16 copies of this did move on the secondary market. We saw CGC 9.8 as high as $300 and $21 for Rawls. ASM 4, of course, this goes back to the recent Silk news of a showrunner in Angela Kang, and the series set to appear on MGM Plus and Amazon Prime. Cindy Moon's first appearance as Silk. Up. MGM Plus should cause concern for fans. We'll have to see how this takes shape.
We're not the only ones.
Yeah. Deadpool number 1, the Notorious B.I.G. cover. We talked about this last week. $80 for raw copies. You can get them for about $60. There's an Eminem one that came out that it was a special printing that's on fire as well. So keep an eye on that one. At rank 7, we've seen a lot of these. If you can't get a hold of their first appearance, you do their first mainline series.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Silk number 1 from 2015. Silk Heat continues, and this is the first solo series. So her first appearance is once again climbing the prices. This is the next big key. 16 sold, a CGC 9.8 for 112, and FMV 25. And from 2005, Black Panther number 2. Shuri's first appearance sinks her claws into retaining a top 10 spot. Her first appearance continues trending, with fans seeing long-term potential in her character. CGC 9.8's up to $351, and this fair market value for this book climbing over $100. Star Wars Hidden Empires, Art Adams 1 in 50. 2022. At first glance, this issue features a gorgeous Art Adams 1 of 50 featuring Darth Maul. Yet, dig a little deeper, and it also contains the first cameo comic book appearance of Iden Versio. Iden should be familiar to Star Wars video game fans, as she was a playable character in Battlefront 2. This helped 20 copies moved of this 1 in 50 trending, but we're only seeing like $80. You know, Drew, you like to see at least double ratio. So we're not quite there yet. It is worth noting that while only trending at cover price, the standard issue is already the second best-selling aftermarket book of the week, quickly overtaking Omega Man 3. So just FYI. And at rank 10, Blade Vampire Nation #1, the Gabriel D'Alto win in 25. We saw it go up to $60, but settle down towards the $40 for that.
Yeah, people are excited about that one. Now, lots to like about Silk. Like the character a lot.
Love her.
I think if they lean into that attraction that Peter Parker and her have,
that was such a good storyline.
Yeah, it was squashed by Marvel, but if they resurrect that for the show, I think they could have a cool storyline there. Some problem areas, in addition to MGM Plus being a non-entity in the streaming services, is Angela Kang is not the greatest of the Walking Dead showrunners.
No.
For those that have been with the show from the beginning, she's done a lot of the boring story arcs in that series, so that doesn't bode well. But let's keep our fingers crossed we're going to get good Silk, because there's a lot of potential there for a fun story, I think. Rank 11, we have Spider-Man 2099, #1 from 1992. That's the first Spider Punk, right? Yeah. As well as being the first Spider-Man 2029 book, so that's also got some cool stuff to it. 25 copies of this sold. High sale of $29 for very fine. You couldn't get a near mint on that. That's
they weren't
surprising.
Moving.
That's weird. Wolverine #1 from 1988 comes in at rank 12. We're going to sell 16 copies of this great old book. A high sale of $400 for a CGC 98. Raw's around $57 for a near mint. Rank 13, Spawn #1 from 1992. An additional 29 copies of this moved. $200 for a CGC 98. Fair market values for near mints around $28. At rank 14, we have Invincible Iron Man #9 from 2016, which is the first appearance of Riri Williams as Ironheart. As that show will be launched, people are excited. We get 21 copies of this moving. High sale of $332.76 for a CGC 98. Raw's around $87. The Infinity Gauntlet #1 from 1991 comes in at rank 15. Still mourning the loss of George Perez. Many continue to pick up his most famous works in remembrance. That's wonderful. 10 additional copies sold. High sale of $210 for the CGC 98s. Raw's around $17. At rank 16, Spawn #9 from 1993. The first appearance of Angela continues to sell. 14 copies. $85 for a CGC 96. Raw's around $12. Hulk #1 from 2008. This is
Red
first.
Hulk.
Red Hulk, yes. 17 copies move in. High sale of $341.99 for a CGC 98. Current raw near mint's around $79. Secret Wars number 8 from 1984 comes in at rank 18. This is black costume. CGC 98's at 700. Very fine raws around $168. Okay, cool. At rank 19, we have X-Men number 4 from 1992. This is Omega Red. 17 copies sold. High sale of $160 for a CGC 98. And a raw near mint around $24. And rounding out the top 20, we have the 1990 Lobo number 1. So you can't get his Omega Man 3. You can get this. 24 copies sold. High sale of $195 for a CGC 98. And raw, very fine, around $11. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not too shabby.
I'd buy a very fine for $11 if we knew this was going to get made.
Yeah, especially if Momoa is going to do it too.
Yeah.
All right, Drew, it's time where we like to find our pick of the weeks. We got books coming out this Tuesday and this coming Wednesday, and we got to find the gold we can find in them. So let's head over to Lunar and see if we have not quite as many DC offerings as we did in our FOC. Maybe a little bit easier to dig through. Hey, maybe not. Maybe just as many.
Is this the 5th week? Very much might be. Let me look.
Yeah.
This is 29th, so yeah, this would be a 5th week release. Usually that doesn't bode well. We're getting Blue Beetle Graduation Day. Is this the Red Robin winner? Round Robin winner? I keep thinking everything's the Round Robin winner. Everything that's crappy that I don't like is the Round Robin winner.
Yeah.
So good luck. Good luck to you, Blue Beetle. But it's not. It's not the Round Robin winner.
Detective Comics Annual number 1.
Yeah. Don't skip over. Grifter got run over by a reindeer one shot.
How could I skip that? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Justice Society of America should be a big one. Do pretty well.
Got one of these embossed gold covers that some people have actually seemed to like.
Nightwing Annual number 1. Doing well. I kind of like a lot of those. I like that. Yeah, I think I just stick with the regular.
Superman Kal-El Returns Special number 1. Dark Crisis book.
Yeah.
Here we have the Wildstorm 30th Anniversary one shot number 1. Some good covers, some cool things, but it's just a retread of an old property, so
right.
Who knows? But there's a cute J. Scott Campbell cover, really good Lee Bermejo cover, really good Joshua Middleton cover. So
yeah,
if you've got the nostalgia, there's some neat stuff there for you.
Yes. From Image, we're getting what are we getting? Plush number 1. And a second Lovesick number 1. That plush is forgotten what that was. Doug Wagner. Oh yeah, serial killing cannibalistic furries. Yeah. I don't think we picked this.
Yeah, you and I were just like, we'll see. We get Briar number 2. We were looking forward to Briar number 1. I did not read it though, so I unfortunately cannot give you anything on it.
Can't give you yeah. Damn Them All gets its second issue. Magic Nahiri, the Lithomancer. Kyle, you're a D&D guy from what's a Lithomancer?
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know. Maybe it might not be a D&D thing.
Yeah. Oh, this is a Magic the Gathering. That's not D&D.
Gotcha. Sorry. From Dark Horse, we get Deadball number 2, which I'm looking forward to. Not sure what's going on with the lipstick there. Oh, it's a finger.
Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 1.
Just one.
Padawan
Just one? No other covers?
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
Yeah.
Is that a mistake?
Is this on an off week?
That's the only. I mean, this is the only issue. The only cover. It's
Yes.
just the one, and they
Yes.
didn't do any covers. Oh,
Yes.
that's crazy. I mean, when IDW had it, they did 2 or 3 at least, right?
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Okay. Let's see if IDW has anything. No. How about Marvel? What you doing for me, Marvel?
Avengers Assemble Alpha #1. Nice little J. Scott Campbell cover there. Parker and Miles Spider-Man Double Trouble #1 of this 4-issue, very all-agey Spider-Man series that has a Romina Jones basketball cover.
Weird.
Momoko covers kid, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me.
I'm looking into some of the smaller publishers trying to dig through some of this stuff. Heroin Heaven from AC Comics. What's this look like? Give me a gander at it. AC Comics. Various. Ooh. Very much a fifth week.
I was going to say very fifth weeky here.
Motley Crue, The Dirt Declassified. What we got there? Old Motley. Oh, the actual band's participates in the writing. The story behind the world's most notorious rock band. Okay. Oh, there. The real story behind the band as the exploits of Motley Crue working as special undercover government operatives are revealed. That's a $25 book. That must be a graphic novel or a collected trade. My Bad launches with its second volume, #1 issue. That's Mark Russell going back at it again. One of the few Mark Russells I didn't read. I didn't read the first My Bad. Slipped between my reading stacks. We got Pulp Bites from Scout Comics from Pat Higgins. That's a tough one to get into. Twisted Tales of Technological Terror.
It's a weird cover, too.
Yeah, it's weird.
And this Saga of a Doomed Universe is an old 1984 property?
That's a Watchmen cover.
Yep.
Homage there. That's kind of interesting. I'd never heard of it, though. And it's $9.
Yeah. What's the other thing?
Yeah, they do have plenty of covers, don't they?
Yeah. All right, Drew. It's one of the podcasts where I ask for your fifth week pick of the week. What's the one book to make sure you go snag yourself up?
I'm going to have to go for the Star Wars High Republic Avengers #1, which is the only one coming out, which still freaks me out a little bit.
Star Wars.
Yeah, it's a Dark Horse Star Wars, so I'm going to give them some love. 2 Marvel books for my picks this week. How about you, Kyle?
I don't like a whole lot of stuff this week. A lot of things seem a little bit odd.
Yes.
Let's just go plush number 1. I don't know, but it seems so weird, but perhaps under-ordered.
Remind me.
Image Comics plush number 1.
Okay.
Serial killing cannibalistic furries.
Gotcha.
Cover A.
Cover A. Sounds good.
I want to thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself as we go through this 5th week pick of the week as we wind down November into December and we'll wind down 2022. We thank you and we ask you to head on over to patreon.com, find the Comics for Fun and Profit, and click around there, see what you can find, be part of our community, and hang out with us. So, for Drew and for myself, see you.
Our LCS is Cowabunga Comics out of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, and their mail order company, Deep Discount Comics. And we went there, and we were actually invoice number 00001. We were the very first their very first customer, which was kind of cool. They've been nothing short of fantastic, customer service wise. Discounts, they were very close, if not the same or better than DCBS on a lot of things. Over and above, customer service wise, always taking care of us, going the extra mile, so responsive, getting instantaneous responses back to questions about things, and to the point where knowing the stuff you like and anticipating your needs and having it suggested that you might want to add this to your order already before you even have to think about it. That's kind of cool. Really quality experience. So we love working with Cowabunga and Deep Discount, and that's why they're in our show notes every single episode and have been for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes. That we leave them there because we like them. They're cool, good people. That's why they're in there. By God, they'd tell you to, if you've got a local comic book shop that you love, stay with them, because everybody needs to support their local comic shops. But if you're looking, check them out. You can check them out in the show notes. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of them. Either get on their list, just so you can check and see what kind of FOC and pre-order stuff they have and the discounts, and they'll send it to you each month, get you on that email list. And you can check out their shop, because they have a great shop of exclusive Cowabunga variants. Amazing stuff. Yes, they've always been there for us, and we take them for granted. So there you go. Now you know.